Good afternoon and all. I am R.V. Kiran, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering. Today in this class, I am going to explain you about the alignment test on the lathe machine. So in the previous class, I have discussed about the alignment test on drilling machine. So what are the suitable measures you are going to take while installing the machine, and what are the instruments to be used, and what are the permissible errors they have been obtained from the machines. So today we are going to see the alignment test on the lathe machine, and this is my 56th lecture regarding the subject metrology. So today we are going to see the alignment test on the lathe machine. So in the alignment test for the lathe machine, the first step is to check the level of installation, that is the test for the level of installation. So that is in the longitudinal direction as well as the transverse directions. So you have to take it in the both the directions. And the measuring instrument to be used for this level of installation is spirit level, the gauge blocks to suit the guideways of the lathe bed. So we are going to use the straight edges or any parallel gauge blocks to suit the guideways of the lathe bed. So the procedure is to first of all fit the gauge blade with the spirit level, which is placed on the bedways on the front position as well as the back position in the crosswise direction. Front position as well as the back position. So the position of the bubble in the spirit level is to be checked here. So first of all, we have to check the leveling of the reading. So we have to check the position of the bubble in the spirit level. And the readings are to be taken. Then the readings are to be taken by the checking the bubble in the spirit level. So then we have to check the permissible error in that. So the permissible error can be taken in the front guideways first. So first we have to see the front guideways. So in the front guideways, it is 0.02 mm per meter convex only. So they have to take it as 0.02 meters, sorry, mm per meter. And next we have to take the back side ways, that is guideways, that is a rear guideways. So it is taken by level in the cross section direction, that is plus or minus 0.02. Then the straightness of the slideways, that is for machines, it is more than 3 meters length. So we have to take it by torque wire size and the microscope or long straight edge ways. Then the tailstock guideways is parallel with the movement of the carriage. So it is taken as 0.02 mm per meter. So the permissible error for the tailstock guideways is 0.02 mm per meter, and no twist is permitted in it. So no amount of twist is permitted. Then the error in the level may be corrected by setting the wedges at suitable points under the support level of the pads of the machine. So it should be feel at the, or it should be put at the support level of the feel of the pads of the machine. So first of all, you keep the spirit level to be measured and then the gauge blocks to be set for the position of the level in the spirit level. So that should be checked for the alignment test. Next one is the straightness of the saddle in a horizontal plane. So horizontal position means, so this is the horizontal position for the lathe machine, that is the headstock, this is the tailstock, and this is the carriage. So here we are going to use the measuring instruments. So for any alignment test on, that is lathe machine, drilling machine, or milling machine, we have the same type of procedure. That is, first of all, we are going to take the measuring instruments. So, what are the measuring instruments in this machine? Next one is the procedure. Second one is the procedure for that, and third one is the permissible error. So the measuring instruments to be used in this test has been the cylindrical test mandrel, which is having a length of 600 mm. So that is of 600 mm in length. Next one is the dial indicator. Second one is the dial indicator. Next, the procedure has to be taken. So first of all, we need to put the mandrel in between the centers of the headstock and the tailstock. So fix the mandrel between the centers. So then the dial indicator is to be mounted on the saddle. So this is to be mounted on the saddle, and the spindle of the dial indicator is to be allowed to touch the mandrel. So the spindle in the dial indicator. So the pointer in the dial indicator is used to touch this mandrel at any point, and then the saddle is then moved longitudinally. So this is the saddle, and we have to move this saddle that is parallel to this mantle section. Then readings are taken at different positions. So you have to take the readings at different positions. That is why 1, 2, 3. So take 2 to 3 readings or 3 to 4 readings at different places. Then you have to note down the permissible error. So the permissible error is 0.02 mm over the length of the mandrel. So you have to take the length as 600 mm length. That is, the test mandrel is to be 600 mm. So the permissible error obtained is 0.02 mm for 600 mm length of the mandrel. So that is for the checking the straightness of the saddle. Next one is the alignment of both the centers in the vertical plane. So vertical plane means, so in this position you have to check the alignment centers. So in these, the measurements to be taken as, that is the measuring instrument is, first one is the cylindrical mandrel of 600 mm length. So a cylindrical mandrel has to be taken which is of 600 mm length. So the procedure is to be taken. So first of all, the test mandrel is held between the centers. So that is, centers means the tailstock and the headstock positions. So you have to fix those two positions between the centers. Next, the dial indicator is mounted on the saddle. So this is to be mounted on the saddle in the vertical plane. So this is the position of the dial indicator. Here I am taking the two positions, that is A position and the B position. Then the saddle along the dial gauge is used to travel longitudinally along the bedways. So this has to be moved over the entire length of the mandrel, and the readings are to be taken. So the readings are to be taken at different places. So the readings are to be taken at different places. So the readings are to be taken at different places. Then the permissible error obtained is, so the permissible error to be obtained is 0.02 mm over 600 mm length. So the length of the mandrel is 600 mm length. So the permissible error is 0.02 mm, in which the tailstock center is to lie higher only, that is on the higher position only. Next one is the true running of the taper socket in the main spindle. So it is to be taken in the main spindle. So the instruments to be used, that is the required, are test manual with the taper shank and 300 mm long cylindrical measuring part. So then we have to take the dial gauge also for this position. So the best manual is then held with the tap or shank position in a headstock spacing. So we have to fix the test manual in the tap or shank, that is in the headstock spindle. Then we have to fix the dial gauge spindle that is made to touch with the mandrel. And then the saddle is then traveled longitudinally along the bedways, and readings are taken at the A and B positions. So the readings has to be taken at the A and B positions of the test mandrel. Then the permissible error is to be taken from the positions. So for the position A, that is in the first position, it is 0.01 mm. So it is 0.01 mm. So that is for the position. So in this position, it is somewhat accurate, and from the long far of the test mandrel for the headstock, it is somewhat, the error is to be increasing. Next one is the parallelism of the main spindle to the saddle movement. So it is taken to the saddle movement of the spindle for the vertical plane as well as the horizontal plane. So for the main spindle to the saddle movement is vertical plane and the horizontal plane to be tested, and the measuring instruments is the test mandrel with the taper shank and 300 mm long and the cylindrical measuring part dial gauge. Then we have to go to the procedure. The dial gauge is mounted on the sandal. So first of all, the dial gauge is mounted on the sandal position, and then the dial gauge spindle is made to touch the mandrel. So it is used to touch the mandrel, and the saddle is moved to and fro. Then this saddle is used to move on to and fro position. That is move forward and the backward position. So it is in the vertical as well as the horizontal positions. Then the permissible errors obtained from the two positions. So the permissible error for the free end. So for the free end it is 0.02 mm for 300 mm mandrel. So it is for 300 mm mandrel. So and for the other position it is also 0.02 mm for the 300 mm test mandrel. So that is for both the same positions. Next one is the movement of the upper slide parallel with main spindle in vertical plane. So this is the movement of the upper slide motion. So the measuring instruments for the movement of the upper slide motion is, first one is the test mandrel with the taper shank of 300 mm. The width of the 300 mm. So we have to take the dial gauge also there. Then we have to go for the procedure. So the test mandrel is fitted into the spindle. So like this, and the dial gauge is fixed on the test mandrel. Then the slide is traversed along the dial gauge plunger. So it is to be moved in this position. So in the like this on the top of the stationary mandrel. So on the top of the stationary mandrel, you have to move this in the traverse position. Then it is to be taken. So it is used in the transverse position, and the permissible error for it is 0.02 mm over the total movement of the slide. So it is taken as 0.02 mm over the total movement of the slide. So it is to be moved in this position, and this is checked over that. Then we have to take the measuring instrument. So true running of the locating cylinder of the main spindle. So true running of the locating cylinder of the main spindle. So the measuring instrument to be taken as the only the dial gauge. So the dial gauge is to be taken for checking, and the procedure is the dial gauge is mounted on the bed, touching at a point on the main spindle. So like this, you have to touch the main gauge of the main spindle. Then the main spindle is rotated by hand, and readings of the dial gauge are taken. So the main spindle is generally rotated by your hand, and readings are to be taken. So generally the permissible error is 0.01 mm. Then the permissible error is 0.01 mm for the true running of the locating cylinder. Next one is the true running of the head center stop, that is head stop center. So here the measuring instrument is dial gauge. So the live center is held in the tailstock spindle and it is rotated. So here you can see it in the picture. So this is the headstock center, sorry, tailstock center, and this dial gauge is fixed over it, and it has to be rotated, and its trueness is checked by means of a dial gauge. So it has to be checked by means of a dial gauge, and the permissible error occurred in this is 0.01 mm. So the true running of the headstock is 0.01 mm. The permissible error is 0.01 mm. So the permissible error obtained in this point is 0.01 mm. So there is no need of starting the motor just for the headstock, tailstock also. So as there are no motor for it, so it is used to check the head center, that is headstock center on the main position. Then it is the parallelism of the tailstock sleeve to the saddle movement. So we use it to check the tailstock sleeve of the saddle movement, and the measuring instrument in it is the dial indicator. And the dial gauge is mounted on the saddle. So first of all, the dial gauge is used to fixed on the saddle, that is pointed on the saddle, and the spindle is touched to sleeve at one end, and the saddle is moved to and fro position, that is on the forward and backward direction, that is in the forward flow motion, and it is checked in the horizontal plane as well as vertical plane also. So it is used to check in the horizontal plane as well as the vertical plane also. Then the permissible error obtained in this, first one you have to check the tailstock sleeve, which is inclined towards the tool pressure. That is 0.01 mm per Farad mm length. Then the tailstock sleeve is rising towards the free end. So in that position also the permissible error is taken as 0.01. So the permissible error is going to obtain it as. So these values are already taken and taken into consideration for the alignment test. So that is for the tailstock sleeve towards the free end position. Last one, we have to check the parallelism of the tailstock sleeve of the aptus locket to the saddle movement in vertical position and the horizontal position. So here the measuring instruments are to be taken is the mandrel with the taper shank and a cylindrical part of that is measure part of 300 mm of length. That is the test mandrel is of 300 mm of length and a dial gauge is used to be taken. Then the dial gauge has to be mounted on this spindle and the dial gauge is made to touch with the mandrel. So like this. So you have to test like this and it is used to move in the longitudinal direction. So the table is used to, the spindle is used to move in the longitudinal direction. So the saddle is then traveled longitudinally along the bedways and the readings has to be noted in that. So the readings are noted. Then the permissible errors. So the permissible errors to be taken are that is 0.03 mm per 300 mm length. That is handle is rising towards the free end only. And next one, it is inclined towards the tool pressure that is of 0.03 mm per 300 mm length for the tool pressure length. So this is for the manual which is inclined towards the tool pressure. So the both permissible errors have to be in the same position and the permissible error is also taken has been obtained as in the same one. The frame and the mandrel is to be so the permissible error is 0.03 for both the conditions. So by here I am going to end this class. So these are the 10 steps you have to follow in the alignment test of the lathe. So for each and every step you have to follow the procedure, that is the measuring instrument, procedure and permissible error. Thank you.